Hello and welcome to Chad's Shooting Bench. Today we're going to be talking about what is a wadcutter. Now I've had some people ask me when they say 38 special wadcutter, what exactly is a wadcutter? Well, this right here is a wadcutter bullet. Here's a few. These happen to be Barry's plated hollow base wadcutters. A wadcutter is basically just a bullet that is shaped like a cylinder, basically, like a can of beans almost. Some types of wadcutters are solid on both ends. These ones happen to have a hollow base. I don't know how easily you can see that right there, but the base is hollow and the front end is solid. Now, on some lead wadcutters, which they're made out of pure lead, this is lead covered in a copper jacket. They're not jacket, but copper plating. These are plated bullets. These are not jacketed bullets, so you can't drive them as fast as jacketed bullets. But wadcutters basically are target bullets. They when they go through a paper target, they make a clean hole, a clean circular hole that's easy to judge in shooting competitions. There's no ragged holes like you might get with a jacketed hollow point or a lead round nose bullet. Clean holes so the shooting can be scored accurately. Also, some wadcutters, the lead ones that have the hollow base, when the charge goes off, they'll obdurate, they'll expand, and they'll grasp the rifling a lot better. So wadcutters tend to be very accurate. If I remember correctly, one of the most accurate target loads they use for like PPC using wadcutters and 38 special would be a 148 grain wadcutter over 2.7 grains of bullseye. Today I'm loading up wadcutters in 38 special cases using these 148 grain wadcutters and 3.5 grains of HP 38 powder. Now, as you can see, I've already loaded quite a few. The main difference with wadcutters is that you seat them flush with the case mouth. They don't stick out like a regular bullet such as this one. What you actually do is you seat them and they sit flush with the case mouth. So I don't know how well you can see that, how it's seated, but it seats flush with the case mouth rather than sticking outside. So that can cause some problems just because you want to make sure your pressures are low enough, because as the volume inside the case, the available space inside the case goes down, your pressures go up. So you want to make sure that your load is right, and you want to make sure that you're checking your powder charges all the time. And typically, a 38 special case, or a 38 special cartridge rather, loaded, will mic out at 1.550 inches maximum overall length. These ones, on the other hand, I choose to load them a little bit out of the case mouth just to be safe, but these mic out at about 1.19 inches on the caliper, so you can see there, 1.19 inches. And these are really great, just light target loads in the 38 special. So what I'll do is I will load up a few of these and give you a view of them going into the press. So take the camera here, and I've already placed, as you can see, I've got HP 38 in there, and I've already placed some of these. So sorry about that. We'll take this, slide it into the shell holder, make sure that bullet is seated properly on there, and then we're going to run that up into the seating die and crimp it. And as you can see, the bullet's right there. It's been seated and crimped, so we can pull it off the shell plate, and you can see right there the bullet has been seated in the case. And then that goes in the box. So that is your basic loading wadcutters. They come in a big pack of 250 from Barry Bullet Company. And that's just basically what a wadcutter is and how you load it. Thanks for watching.